For what? For both of us on here?
We didn't do this last week, right?
Correct.
And then the week before
So we're a little out of practice.
Was the week before just you?
Was it? Was that the Paula Shaw interview?
Might have been.
Oh, how about that?
Yeah.
Oh, because you were trying to get the boat. You were waiting on the boat.
That's right.
It has been a while for you.
I've forgotten how to do this. I'm Paul.
Well, we hope you're having a great weekend, and we really look forward to our show today being with you. We have so many things planned. So
a lot to talk about, too.
Yeah, there's a lot to talk about.
I have a lot of pent-up talking to do.
A lot of catching up to do.
Yes. Well, we did get the boat.
We'll talk about all kinds of things today.
Cheers.
Cheers. As we said, happy Sunday Funday. Hope you're having a great weekend.
Can you hear us?
Ours has been very, very active. And I think that that's a good sign that this has come through. Hi, Glenna. And Aaron is here. Hi, Aaron. Good to see your names and your little icons come up.
Mm-hmm.
We always appreciate that. We decided to move in today and give a little holiday cheer to our background.
Yes. Look at our very patriotic flag.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers.
And look at your very patriotic shirt. Too bad I don't have a camera that can zoom in for you right now.
This is a water skiing Santa among the palm trees.
We had an event a couple of nights ago that was a boat lighting party. And as you know, we have a pontoon. And we did our best to kind of string this delicate little thing with the canopy with lights. But it was a tropical theme. Oh, so I brought the
outfit you had.
The outfit that I... Is that hysterical? Look at the little tinsel at the bottom.
She was the belle of the ball. Sparking envy among all the ladies at the club.
I swear, I think it was a little girl skirt that I found at the store. And I said, for Christmas parties, I said, I don't care if I fit into it. That's what I'm wearing tonight.
So one of the challenges, by the way, of your house not being ready and renting and stuff in storage is we don't know what we have and don't have. But also having this makes you appreciate what you will or will not have in your kitchen.
Yes, for sure.
So,
Brie Day has a whole new meaning now. We still try to do it, but the pots and pans aren't exactly the way that they...
Not what we like at all.
Yeah, not exactly what we're used to. But anyway, cheers to you guys. Mm-hmm. It's great to see your names come through. As I say, we always like to see who's here, who's participating, who's enjoying the show. Always, if you have questions or comments, we love to see those too. We know we see more questions come through when we have guests on the show. Yes. But more about that later.
Okay.
Because, well, actually, we can even talk about that sooner rather than later. But let's start the show with our signs of all kinds.
I love it.
Since everybody loves that segment. Okay, so we'll start here, and we're in keeping with the theme of the season. I love this.
Dear Santa, this year, please give me a big fat bank account and a slim body. And please don't mix those two up like you did last year. Big fat body, small bank account.
Yes. Thank you, Chris. That is so much fun. I love it. And I think she contributed another one. She's a good one for sending in some funny signs of all kinds. So I bank them, Chris. And here's another one for the season. Santa's been reading your posts all year. Most of you are getting dictionaries.
See, tweeting has ruined the English language.
So funny, but frequently so true. Thank you, Chris. Moving right along, Uncle Dave writes this one.
Pro tip number 22, ring your doorbell on your way to bed. This will clear the dogs off of the bed just long enough for you to get comfortable.
I know. I like it. I like it a lot. Thank you, Uncle Dave. Keep them coming. They're all too much fun. And most of them we can share with our followers.
That's right. Some of Uncle Dave's not so much.
Yes. And speaking of dogs, Janice produced this one. The inventor of the doorbell did not own a dog. Yes, that kind of makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
After the last one.
Right after the last one. Thank you, Janice. She has another one I'm saving too. Oh, this is fun. Christine writes, do not let them take your temperature going into the store. It is a scam. They're erasing your memory. I went for bread and eggs. and came home with ice cream and Snickers. Like, how did that happen?
Alibi.
Yes, I like that, Christine. She's another one who contributes very good signs. And she has another one for this week.
Okay. I don't mean to brag, but I just put a puzzle together in one day, and the book said 2 to 4 years. Old.
Yes. Left out that little tiny tidbit. And I think I have one more, maybe two more. Oh, this is from Sissy. Speaking of bragging. I don't usually brag about going to expensive places, but I just left the gas station.
Yes, we can all relate to that.
Absolutely.
My curse words have been refreshed.
Refreshed.
Every time I fill up the tank.
Yes. Thank you, Aaron and Bobby. We like them too. That's why I love to see you contribute. And when you do, you can either go through Messenger via Facebook, or you can also do what Jane does, and she sends me signs on Instagram. There's a message way that way too. Oh, this is from Sherry. Caption is, I bought my wine from IKEA. Put it together yourself.
That's it.
Make it on your own.
Where are the instructions? What language are they?
Where's Lucy when you need her? Lucy and Ethel. Thank you, Sherry. That's fun. They were good this week. They were very good.
They're good every week, I think.
I know they are.
Oh, a shout out to PLJ, as we call him, the notorious PLJ.
Has he written in yet?
No, not yet. I don't think so. He's Parking Lot John is a frequent contributor. We had dinner with him and his wife. I have to get it correctly when I'm speaking in front of Judy.
Speaking of getting a dictionary for Christmas for
That's
Santa.
right. Just give me a muzzle. Anyway, we had dinner with them, and he said that perhaps there might be a live hit from the parking lot in the next week or so, because Santa is going to be at the Turtle parking lot
passing
in Marco
out
Island.
candy canes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't remember which weekend it was. Was it this weekend?
Well, he did candy canes today, but Santa's going to make an appearance.
Yeah. Yeah. We were going to try to see the candy canes being passed out so that we could sort of practice, because we don't know how. We think they have a good Wi-Fi signal in the parking lot. So, but he said, before we do the Santa weekend, we got to do a practice. So I said, okay, we'll see if we can make it.
By the way,
hi, Tammy.
John and Dawn, as they're really formally known.
Formally known, yes.
Yeah.
Hi, Patricia.
Helped with the decorating of our little boat.
Yeah, that was fun. We had our own little boat decorating party. They were basically helping us use the zip ties to tie the lights up around the little canopy, but it was fun. We did say that we were going to share with you a little bit of why we weren't here last weekend, and I'll remind you of this beautiful lady who I have hooked back up with again. You guys remember Stacy Shefflin from Models Prefer?
Mm-hmm. Don't recognize her without the curlers.
That's right. That's right. Well, we talked about getting together to do a Sunday Funday with her as our guest. And so when I connected with her, she said, absolutely. So she and I are scheming as to how to do it, whether we go to her place, because she's got a beautiful view overlooking a harbor, or if we do it like this and we do, sort of that virtual guest that we're typically used to doing ever since COVID, or if she comes here. So we're figuring that out. But because she's so well known for kind of redoing and reinventing yourself with curlers and makeup and cosmetics, and I'm sort of known for redoing your body when it comes to the new year, we thought for New Year's resolution time that maybe January 2nd, which is a Sunday, might be a good time for all of us to get together. And,
new year, new you.
Yeah, kind of that whole new year, new you thing. So we're working on that. We'll let you know if that comes through. But she's the one who also, when we connected, invited us to this party.
Oh, that's right, the charity.
It was a charity event. And what you don't know is that, so we drove across the state, which is why we couldn't do our show last weekend, checked into the hotel. We're all fine. We're, just sort of setting up our clothes and putting our stuff away and getting the shoes out of the bag.
I was getting ready to organize the Uber.
Yes.
Which we might have had a few drinkies.
We thought we were going to take Uber until we got a phone call. And it was Stacy. Hi, love. I'm so glad you're in town. So here's the deal. I need your help. So we said, uh-oh, what's going on? So she said, well, there's supposed to be an MC tonight, and it's a charity event, and there's a live auction, and they've asked me to do part of the charity event, but I know nothing about jewelry, and they're auctioning off these very expensive pieces of jewelry. Like some of the appraised values were $100,000. And you guys know a lot about jewelry, and I know you're accredited jewelry professionals, and would you mind doing that segment? And we looked at each other. Yeah, okay. So there went the idea of the Uber. We hopped in a car and drove because we didn't know where we were going either. You know, the location was in a place where we weren't familiar.
And we said, this is par for the course when you're a host. They would throw curveballs at you all the time. Somebody called and said you have to do another.
Oh, exactly.
What's the product? I don't know.
Wing it.
But we raised a lot of money.
Yes, we did. Auction. Great participation. Beautiful pieces of jewelry. I'm not surprised they did well. But the charity event was actually, and I don't know if you all are familiar with the name. I did not know the name, and I think that the show is on Discovery. But have you ever heard of the Queen of Versailles? They have, I guess, a magnificent, beautiful home and had a lovely life going along. And if you've ever watched the show, you kind of get a peek into their lives. But tragically, 5 years ago, they lost their oldest daughter to an accidental drug overdose. And, you know, you see things on the news all the time about losing a child, but also the problem that we have in this country with drugs. And you could see still written all over their faces, the pain. So they were raising money because they now have a foundation that's trying to earn money so that they can go around to schools all across the nation and speak to other parents about the signs to look for and how to help. So it was for a very good cause. I think over $5 million was raised that night.
I think well north of that.
I think so.
And
so
the other
such a good feeling.
We met others that had similar stories.
Yes.
And what I was really impressed about is, you know, these were people that certainly have means, but also have a passion to help. And like some of them said, if we're relying on the government or the police force or whatever to solve this problem, it's not going to happen. Well, we have to roll up our sleeves and make this happen.
Yep, and get in there. And they can't be everywhere at once. You know, all the people that you just described. But yeah, it's a serious issue. So we were thrilled to be able to participate and help them with the foundation. So that's where we were last weekend, and it kind of was this 24-hour whirlwind. But yeah, it was a very interesting evening. So anyway, you have January 2nd to look forward to see Stacy, and that I think will be really fun to do. Oh, and you know, before I forget, speaking of guests, do you remember the weekend that Paul wasn't here because he needed to go and pick up the boat? That Paula Shaw, who's the CEO of a woman-owned and operated company called Tuckett's, and I brought my newest acquisition to show you. I mean,
Judy lives in these.
They're just so funny. These are part of the Fierce collection, and we had shown you these when Paula.
The zebra?
Yeah, this is zebra, and of course that's the sticky bottom, so you don't slip. She, in a turn of events, has asked me to be her guest on her Instagram page.
Oh, when's that? On
Wednesday. So if you can join my Instagram page, and I didn't have a chance to put it up, but all you have to do is download the Instagram app and then search Judy Kroll Style, and you'll see this whole background, I guess they call it wallpaper, of all these pictures that you post. And I'll let you know where you can find it. But I think it's going to be at this time, noon on Wednesday. So she said, I just think it'll be really fun to have you on, get to know you better, and see, you know, why you're so passionate about my company. Because I wear these, I must have 25 pairs by now.
And by the way,
I work out all the time in them.
I forgot, and I don't think I've been on the show since this happened. But you now need to address Judy as a certified booty bar instructor.
You probably saw that I posted my certification. I had so many nice comments and congratulations on that. I said it was about time I upped my game.
That's
because
right.
The last certification I had was aerobics in the 1980s. So times have changed since then. Oh, but speaking of that,
Yes.
why don't I show you a little bit of the video that I just uploaded. I think it was just on Monday of this past week, and then I'll show you where you can find it.
Okay.
It was fun to do. Oops, I have to mute us first. Okay, now what I want you to do is bend those knees again, and we're going to go up and up. We're going out and up and out. Now this is real easy. I want you to get the feel for it and the rhythm. Forward and up and forward and up. Now we're going to add in that C curve. Back and up and back and up. Good. As your arms go out, your back goes back. So as you straighten your body, your arms go to the ceiling. Got it? Good. Keep going. 4 and 3. 2 more. And 1. Hold it there. Good. Yay.
Well, you know, what's awesome about that, that's another, I guess, discipline of the barless booty bar.
Exactly.
And so that's good, because when Judy can do some of those, sometimes she will do them where you need a bar or a chair or something.
Mm-hmm.
Other times
You guys have seen that,
it's
like with the counter.
barless.
Yes, and actually there's another discipline that Tracy, the woman that I have learned this whole booty bar from, she teaches be barless. And I was just doing one of her videos yesterday, and I said, yeah, I could definitely teach this pretty easily for people who don't have a bar.
Yeah.
Marianna is one who does all my videos. Thank you, Marianna. She's very loyal to the workouts, and I appreciate that. Here is where you can find that video. I'll put the link up in the comments below, but that's the one, that's the newest one on my YouTube channel.
And notice the fancy schmancy headset microphone.
Yes, the headset microphone. So of course you can go to YouTube and find the channel and do all the workouts and see previous Sunday Fundays and all kinds of good stuff there. So that's something to keep in mind if you want to get a jump on the New Year's resolution before January 1st. Now you did one too recently, and it wasn't one that you were featuring necessarily a specific gem, but he does not only his Gemstone Academy where he features different gemstones, but he also does question and answers, the Q&A series, because he gets so many
amazing
questions,
questions. And you know, sometimes it's comments, sometimes it's, can you help me out with what this stone is? A lot of stuff about Sleeping Beauty. So yeah, the Q&A series. We're still, are we running something?
No, I'm just showing you face. And I'm putting the link up for your series too, just so that people can see it.
Overlooking the 14th tee of some random golf course. But yeah, the questions are great.
Thank you, Teresa.
And I'm trying to keep up with them because there's so many great questions that get asked every single week. And I'm now over 3,100 subscribers. So I want to thank all of you who have subscribed.
That's so exciting. Yeah. I remember when you were so far behind me, and you were begging for people to subscribe to your channel, and now he's long surpassed me in subscribers.
No, it's actually very close. But the thing is, I'm more of a whiner asking people.
And I forget, you know me, I have so much on my plate that even when I'm setting up for my videos for working out, I'm thinking of the routines, I'm thinking of the music starting, and then the mat, and do I need a bar, and the balls and the weights, and I think subscribers, they know what to do.
No, but here's the thing, and I really do believe this. I think a lot of people hear subscriber and they're thinking like those magazine subscriptions you got back in the day.
Money, yeah.
Or it costs money. No, it doesn't cost anything. It just means that you're a member of the channel, and it helps us out to keep doing them for free.
Exactly. So. Yeah. So we have a lot more.
Mine are free, and they're worth every penny of that.
We set up a few other things for you. I know that some of you really love the blast from the past, and Paul was saying how tough it is to find more and more of those blasts from the past because
for her,
keep using them.
I have a lot. I have a whole litany still of PM magazines to go through.
Oh, do you still have a lot?
Yeah, mine were just a couple of. I never saved anything. I was better at throwing things away.
Too busy working.
But anyway.
Hi, LaDon.
So yeah, Judy has a last one, and you didn't get to watch it yet, right?
No, I haven't watched it. But you said, is this mine that we're watching first? And it has audio on it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yours
I
has
just want to
audio.
make sure. No, I don't cheat and watch these things ahead of time. So actually, I can't even check the audio levels. I said, are they going to be able to hear this? I may have to
Sounds
watch
good to
it.
me.
He said, it sounded good to me. So I said, all right, I'll trust
But I
you.
don't have Judy's talent.
Well, I feel like we have really stepped back to the 1800s now. Of course, back then they didn't have electricity, and their only source of light was candles. And right now, Judy and I are learning how to dip candles.
Cindy's showing me how it's done, Jim, and that beeswax is real hot, so you've got to be careful. Mine aren't quite as healthy as hers are, though. I don't know. I'm working at it. These are candles for real dim light.
Yeah, I think
that's the answer. You know, I don't think Neiman Marcus was around in the 1800s, but it sure is around today. That department store can be found all across the country, and co-founder Stanley Marcus is still one of a kind.
Oh my. How about the shorts back in those days, huh?
Man. I think if I wore shorts like that, I'd have to kick my own butt.
Yeah, that's what's fun about the blast from the past, though, isn't it? You kind of
like
forget till you see the hairstyles.
If you look at
and
at the NBA back in those days,
yes,
they had the really short shorts.
They
too.
did, yes. So see how stylish we were?
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay, that's.
I love how you covered.
Thank you for sharing.
Your ne'er-do-well candles.
Mine aren't quite as healthy as hers. We didn't get a chance to keep dipping before they turned the cameras on, I guess. Oh, gosh. Okay, so you have one too.
Yes, I did.
But you have a disclaimer.
A disclaimer. I really haven't found any more videos, but I put together sort of a tribute to the Three Amigos for those that watched on, and I just did it with pictures and no music, no nothing. So I guess we could talk.
We're going to crunch for time.
I guess we could talk.
No, but well, yes, you can. I'll leave my audio up for this because since there's no audio on it. But when he told me that it was going to be something to do with the Three Amigos,
and I'll tell you what,
said,
we were talking about this, and I don't know, you guys can weigh in on this. This will be the question of the day.
Okay. Paul's Corner.
We feel, having grown up so much in the shopping channel industry, both of us, and Judy still doing things with HSN, and we missed the time of being in the studio and having the interaction between the host and the guest.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems to me it's a big miss. And I know that I don't think the shopping channels, this is just my opinion, will ever go back to having guests in the studio. And I think that's a mistake.
Yeah. Well, COVID changed a lot of things for a lot of people, right?
But this is when jewelry used to be fun.
Okay. So here we go. Here we go now.
Tribute to the Three Amigos.
Okay, here it is. So let's give it a little kick in the pants. All right, I'll let you do the descriptions.
Oh, this was the poster, the infamous poster of the Three Amigos. There we are in.
Oh yeah.
The desert.
You guys
studio.
like those hats, huh?
Yes. And here we are flying to Las Vegas in our personally chartered jet. Not really.
No, but that was a great promo.
We were planning the heist. This was the jewelry.
Wasn't that around Las Vegas? Looks like bad intentions, not good intentions. Traveling in style.
And then the after party.
Oh, yeah, with Chuck and Kathy.
Yeah.
We went out for dinner.
Some Italian place in
I
Vegas.
know, so much fun. Those were always the best times, weren't they?
Amigos.
Yeah.
Now we're strewn across the universe. Michael Valetuti's in Toronto. Mm-hmm. Chuck is in Austin.
I think so, yeah, because he's with the
Liquidation Channel.
Oh yeah,
I think, yeah,
LC.
Yeah.
That's right.
I spoke to him the other day. He seems to be doing.
Is he doing well? Good. That's good. I'm glad. Well, that was a good one. And you did well with the commentary.
That's why I put captions.
A lot of those were promos that I recognized, the shots of being done around the promos, because it was all about promoting the next big event that the Three Amigos were going to be a part of.
We did show them one time the poker thing that you were in.
Yes, we did. I love that one.
Dallas was in.
Everybody was in that.
Did we do this on this show?
On this? Oh, I don't know. I think we did.
I think we did.
You'll have to look through it and see. Yeah, because that would probably be fun to re-show. I'm sure there are a lot of things that we show that you don't always catch. You're not, watching every single one.
Yeah, you're not stalkers.
Well, we have another event to show you, and it's another one that doesn't have audio underneath it until the very, very, very end. But I thought it would be fun to share with you because, you know, we live in Florida, and so we absolutely love the boat parades that happen here. And the one happened last night, and we were at a club, and so we had a beautiful vantage point. And just boats of all sizes. And of course, they judge these boats so that at the end of the evening, depending on what class they're in, what length they are, and then the volume of lights and decorations and effort that went into it, you'll see a lot of red, white, and blue.
Mhm.
And you'll see it even more a little bit later in the event. But everybody had, no matter how many or how few lights you had, there was not one boat in the harbor or on the water. Even the patrol boats had lights on them. But there's Grinch in the far background.
Yes.
You see the green,
Yeah.
the green blow up there. And then I think here comes Santa. Yeah. So that was really fun to see. And of course, we just appreciate all that everybody puts into it because, oh, and then look at the sailboats.
Yeah.
Sailboats are some of the most impressive because they try to go
Right.
all the way up
Yeah.
the mast. And those things are, you know, like 3-story buildings. They're so tall. I decided to do a little look for you to see that mast in the harbor so you could really see
Yeah,
all
something
of
else.
the beautiful, beautiful lights. And then, of course, I was talking about a lot of red, white, and blue. See the flag that's on the stern of that one? It's all lighted. And then this one, again, more flags. I think we heard that the theme was a patriotic theme. And hi, Marge. And that's why we decided to sit in front of our little patriotic tree. But there's the look at that boat. I tried to get some still shots too, because some of them are a little out of focus. Even as good as our phones are, as far as the cameras are on the phones these days, the lights kind of confuse it, and it
At
wants
night,
to
yeah.
focus
Yeah.
on like the background instead of the foreground sometimes. And there were a lot of, but this was the
Tree.
pièce de résistance. Yes, you have to see this one in full. And that's what it looked like. I wanted to get a still shot of that too. That was the winner of the boat parade in its class. And we watched them string those lights. And even though it's slightly out of focus, there's a turtle dove. That white thing up in the tree is turtle doves. On the bottom, there's a Santa, their presents. And then, of course, along the whole hull of the boat, they strung blue lights to depict water on the water line. But isn't that neat?
And we understand Bruce and his wife, that's their boat.
Yes.
And I think that's their second win in a row.
I think so. Yeah.
Well, unless
deserved.
it was 3 years ago they won too. I
That's
don't know.
true.
We
We
didn't know
just
them
heard
then.
that they had won last year as well. And so then we're sitting after the boat parade was over, and we heard the other sailboat with the beautiful lights that we showed you say, "Oh, Bruce won again." So that was really pretty funny. We had to laugh, but it was fun to be kind of in the mix, even just sitting on our little tugboat.
Yeah.
Our little
Pontoon.
yes, pontoon. I was going to say like rubber ducky boat in a bathtub boat.
Yeah.
Ours is really like a bathtub boat comparatively.
But we spruced her up.
Oh, we did.
She has a new paint job, and we bought new tables for her
Yes.
for Christmas.
Very excited. Yes. Merry Christmas to you and Merry Christmas to me. We bought 2, so those were our Christmas presents to each other.
Yep.
And I would be remiss if I didn't talk about this.
Oh, that's right. Oh, did you bring
my
the thing
jewelry
over?
sale is still going on. Oh no, but you can run get it. Well, I tell you guys about the jewelry sale and what we're featuring this week, because you're so supportive of my Judy Kroll style collection that I wanted to show you. Our countdown to Christmas is still going on with the jewelry, and this week we're featuring the white pristine gemstone ring. And I'll tell you, it has so much presence on the finger, but it's very, very, very comfortable because it has a really thin band, so it's easy to wear. And when you go to the website, and I'll put the website link in the comments also of today's video, but if you decide you want it, I think we have 5, 7, and 8 still available. You add it to your cart. You go to your checkout, unless you want to keep shopping around for other things. And then after you get there, you'll put the coupon code in and click apply up in the top right corner. And your coupon is Judy20. Then when you click apply, you'll immediately see that on this one, close to $18 comes right off the top. Now, you guys, the other thing that's really impressive about all this is not just 20% off, but free shipping.
Wow.
And that's a big deal, I think, at this time of year. She's wearing it on her pointer finger, which I wanted to show you because I think that's a really nice way to wear it as well. If you kind of like to wear your things a little bit differently than on a traditional ring finger, maybe you have enough of those. But
What does the price become? Do you know?
yes, it was $71 and change.
You're kidding, with the coupon.
With a coupon.
That's amazing.
And no shipping.
First of all, the amount of silver on there is incredibly impressive.
Yeah, I'll show it to you again.
Look at that.
See, isn't that beautiful?
Now, show them the rough, because for those that don't know, a lot of times you buy rough by the drum and all of this. This is a pure white magnesite, and it's mined in Nevada. We went to the mines, and it was really...
I didn't have time to go back and dredge up some pictures.
Yeah, and I had them somewhere.
Have a lot, but
I
just had so much going on.
literally, we picked that piece right off the ground outside where the mining takes place.
Mm-hmm.
And it's perfect. There's no
You
discoloration
see
in it at all.
no matrix in it. You see no marks, which is why when you look at the ring, it's just so completely pure. So I would imagine
Polishes up beautifully.
that it polishes pretty easily. All they're really doing is deciding the size of the stone and the shape of the stone and the setting in which it's going to go, and then boom, they're done. But there's so much to use. There's not a lot of waste.
And what's really crazy when you're thinking about opaques, there aren't a lot of white gemstones.
Not pure.
No, there's a white agate, and a lot of that is actually dyed. No dyes in this. I was so impressed when we found this.
Do they need to stabilize this?
They don't.
Wow.
I mean, you probably could if you wanted to. It's not going to be the hardest of gems.
Yeah.
But look at it. It's durable. You can wear it every single day.
I was saying that it's comfortable. It's funny. I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and she said, I have really big knuckles. And so, I know it was Dee. She said, I have really big knuckles. And so when I have to have it the size that I can get it over my knuckle. But she said, then if it's top heavy, then I get it on the finger and it slips around. This one doesn't, because of the size of almost that shield. So the fingers on either side of the ring that you're wearing it on,
look at the
hold it in place. That's what I wanted to show you.
Look at that.
So that's the beauty of the way that is made. So gorgeous silver, a very tough stone, easy to wear.
And it's in stock. It's not stuck in the supply line somewhere.
I know.
You can get it. Yeah.
I think you can still get it before Christmas too.
What's today? 12th?
Yeah, today's the 12th.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look, he's there.
Hey, parking lot John checking in. There he is.
Yes, we still have to figure that out, parking lot John.
Yeah, we're gonna.
So we want to see if we can get Santa on
He
our
knows.
show.
He knows Santa because he's invited Santa to the lot.
I know. It's going to welcome all the people.
So
who get to park.
let's see. Next week would be what, the 19th? That'd be the perfect time. See Santa right before Christmas.
Yeah, but isn't Christmas on Sunday?
Is it?
Let me look at the calendar. No, it's Saturday this year. That's right.
So it has to be the 19th.
So it would have to be the 19th. Yeah, it must be next weekend that he's going to do it. Thank you, Rebecca. I'm glad you like it. And I have on, we don't have any pristine earrings yet, but these are white buffalo.
Yeah.
So actually it's kind of a nice compliment.
Well, they go really well
right?
together.
And black and white's always good year round. So anyway, wanted to show you that and make sure that you knew that sale was still going on. And I guess that was everything. I told you about Wednesday and Instagram. So go over to Instagram and be sure to see my page and subscribe. I don't know if you subscribe to an Instagram page or you just like it, but then you'll get the news about the next interview that I'm doing for the Tuckets, the jewelry. Oh, and there's one more. I didn't get to the signs of all kinds, but I think that we had a very nice contribution, again from Christine, that I thought would be still a good way to end the show.
Okay.
So unless there's anything else, thanks, Joanne. I like it too. Not that I wore white or anything. Just pure happenstance.
She's always thinking about what goes with what when she dresses, unlike me.
Yes, like this. This was the funniest thing. Look at that again. Oh, and when we were telling you about the theme for the boat parade, we have to split just to show them our little tree.
Yes.
And this we actually got in another live auction this year. It's been a year for auctions, but it was all decorated, and we decided to bid on it.
It's called Patriotic Tree.
Yeah, patriotic. They had a whole bunch of different ones. They had a pink tree for like breast cancer awareness, and they had an all white tree that was beautiful.
No, it's funny because we're renting. We don't. The last thing we want is a tree. But we saw the patriotic tree and we bid on it.
We said we had to have it. Yeah. So that's why we decided to sit here. Oh, thank you. But you know what, Heather? It's not a sweater.
It's a skirt.
It's a skirt. I'll have to post the picture. I don't have my phone's over there. I'll grab it. I'll grab it. We're very casual here.
Yes.
I'll be right back. I have to show the picture that you took.
It also allows us to say that we didn't know what to wear for this thing. It was a tropical theme, which I guess was really the second night, not the first night.
Exactly.
So we went to one of those discount stores.
Because I didn't know what to wear.
Where I got this thing, and then Judy got that skirt. The skirt was a big hit.
You can't really see the tinsel around the bottom, but yeah, that's what I wore to the
festive night. She could have sold 100 of those that night.
So
for 5 times as much as we spent.
With a little tinsel on the bottom and the bows. As I said, I really think it was in the child's section. Mm-hmm. Little elastic waist. The juniors. There was a woman who said, "Where did you get that?" I said, "I think there was one left in your size." She was this big, but there was an extra small left. And I said, I have a feeling I know where she's going tonight because the store doesn't close till 10. I don't know. We're being kind of silly, but we'll end on this note. Speaking of the holidays and being festive, thank you, Christine, for your contribution to this. And this is the way that we will say ta-ta.
Au revoir.
Because it's just so cute. It's important to rest your jingle and relax your twinkle sometimes. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you next weekend.